Hey bud, if you watched one of the last videos, we diagnosed a bad throttle position sensor on this '89 Toyota. This just came in the mail, a new one, so we're gonna put it on. All right, this is a throttle position sensor. Pretty simple. Sensor mechanicals in there, and there's the electrical plug. It sits right here. I've already unplugged it. So it will sit just like that. Now we're going to start taking that one off. Probably not a requirement, but since this is an electrical component, I always like to disconnect the battery. Safety, you know, safety. Unfortunately, the engineers decided to go with a screw to hold in the throttle position sensor instead of a bolt. So it makes it tricky to get to, especially since it's facing the firewall and there's several hoses in the way. You're probably going to grab a stubby Phillips like I did. It was really tough to get in there and get torque on it. So what I put together was a small ratchet with I think a 1/4 inch socket and then a bit out of a bit driver kit. Long one works better. If you can do that, it gets around the throttle position sensor a little better. But then you can navigate around the hoses, get it in there and use the ratchet to get the screws out. It seemed to work a lot better. Okay, I'm assuming since it's taking so long to get this bottom screw in that probably just watching a time lapse or a very sped up version of me bumbling through that installation. While that's going on, let's talk a little bit about throttle position sensors. Throttle position sensors kind of showed up in the 70s when everyone was trying to get their engines more and more fuel efficient. What a throttle position sensor does is reports back to the onboard computer saying, okay, here's where the throttle is, here's how much air is coming in, match that with the fuel. Then you get a good ratio of air and fuel and your engine runs better, gets better mileage, performance. So when you have an issue like I had where the throttle position sensor is making the check engine light come on, it's probably not reporting back to the engine correctly. So then the onboard computer doesn't really know what to do. How much air are you giving me? So how much fuel should I give you back? I don't know. I'm messed up. I'm glitching out, man. So then you get a sputtering engine that just doesn't run right. Obviously the fuel efficiency is in the crapper and you're just not having a great running engine. So we're replacing the throttle position sensor, then we'll re-diagnose the check engine light and make sure now that it's not showing the code for the TPS. Hopefully we're in the clear. That's a history and explanation of a TPS in a nutshell. Let's get back to this installation. All right, we finally got the TPS buttoned up, top and bottom screw, which was a huge test in patience. They're both in there good, and the plug is back up. Now all we have to do is start the truck. I've already got the battery hooked back up. All we have to do now is start the truck and see if the check engine light is off, or if it's on, we want to make sure that it's not showing the code anymore for the TPS. So let's check it out. Go on. So I got the diagnostic paper clip back in there, and now we're gonna see the check engine light code. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2. So that's code 52, which was for the knock signal sensor. 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2. So that's code 52 again. All right, so after putting the jumper in the diagnosis box and checking the check engine light blinks, looks like we only have code 52 now, which is the knock signal sensor. The TPS code is clear and gone. So hopefully the truck will run smoother, more efficient. Only time will tell. So I'm assuming success. Now it's time to get the ducks out of the garage and pick up our tools. Anyway, that's how you do it. See ya.